Oh, hello friends. It's Friday morning secondary bench session. Today is not gonna be that hard. It's this session I never push to the edge. So I think I have RP8 single on my close grip, and then I have some ascending sets of doubles as well, which is gonna be RP7, RP8. So it is heavy, but it's not super heavy. It is Friday after all. I like to make Fridays, more about fun than about pushing hard. This is the third session of the week 4 of the block 3, so I have one more session after this, my deadlift, which is gonna be very intense. For today, I think the only thing I have planned is to do like a good single on my close grip, maybe 155 kg, and then the ascending sets of doubles, I'm thinking 145, 150. I think the double would be a PR on close grip. I never doubled 150, so that would be nice if I get that. And the only other exciting thing, I think I'm gonna try to do a dead hang again for a minute. Last time I made 54 or 53 seconds, I don't remember now. But yeah, I've been trying to beat my brother-in-law, and by the way, it turned out my brother-in-law is he's such a scam. He used gloves on his dead hang, so I still count it. I don't care. I want to beat him. And I don't have gloves, so I don't think it will make it easier though. Maybe.
I was gonna ask you if you needed a spot.
Not anymore, man. You screwed me over for 2 weeks. You fucked up my whole bench.
Oh yeah, it's on me. Man.
Yeah, it's totally on you. I would have benched 200 if you showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I just talked to Jonas. He didn't show up for like 2-3 weeks because he has some really bad shoulder issues, and I blame him for my bench press. He's the reason it's been going so bad. Just saying, for the record. But yeah, this morning I clocked in 149 kg, so I've been hovering around 148, 149 for this whole week compared to my last week where I was at 146 point something. So still a big bounce back, but like I said, week 4, I'm not in a caloric deficit anymore. I'm just trying to survive this. And it's only tomorrow left, the deadlift. Then it's gonna get way easier actually. I'm gonna try to get back on my diet starting next week, and we'll see. This is gonna be the episode 55, which means there's 5 more episodes left of this whole series. And for those of you who don't know, I'm just recording my whole program, all the workouts, the Total Specialist by Rondo Hunt, which is 60 workouts in total. And when I'm finished that, I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do next. Like I've been thinking, I don't think I'm gonna continue recording every workout like I do so far. 4 videos a week. It's a lot of work. Like these workouts, they take me like 3.5 hours sometimes. And editing, it takes me like another 6, 7, sometimes 8 hours even per video. So on a weekly basis, that's like 12 hours of working out, and then an additional 25 to 30 hours of work to get the videos out. It's a lot of work, guys. So I've been thinking, moving forward, I don't even know what program I'm gonna run or what I'm gonna do. But when I do decide, I'm thinking I'm gonna start recording maybe 1 video a week with only the highlights, not all the exercises, all the sets. It's not that interesting. The only reason I've been doing it now is because that's how I started, so I didn't want to change the form factor of the series midway through. I wanted to record everything, and I'm gonna continue for the next 5 workouts, but after that I think I'm gonna change the format. And I got a comment from Tony, Lifting for Life. He asked me about, in regards to this series that I've been calling Powerlifting Workout, which is just following my program, like I said. So he asked me how did it work out before all of this to build up my squat, bench press, and deadlift. And it was such a good question because it made me reflect a bit on my whole training history. I did talk about this briefly, I don't even remember, 20, 30 videos ago. I mentioned how I've been training on and off for 10 years, maybe even more. And when I say on and off, I mean I would train for a year or 2 and then I would not train for a year or 2. It's not like I've been training for 12 years consistently. But for the first 10 years, I didn't have a proper program. I would just go to the gym and I would work out. What I considered a program was just saying Monday I'm gonna do this, Tuesday I'm gonna do that. That was my program. I would not do any progression scheme or goal setting and pacing and periodization or whatever. I would just go to the gym and I would do maybe chest, maybe arms. I've been doing that for 10 years on and off, and that made me a lot of progress for sure. Especially I think when you're a beginner, whatever you do, it's gonna work if you just show up. And training like that, I think it got me to 200 kilo deadlift, 160 kilo squat, and 130 kilo bench. It was only 2.5 years ago when I gotten back into working out again after COVID. I think COVID was one of the biggest breaks I did, and I got super fat as well. So 2.5 years ago I started going back to the gym, and you all heard of this thing, muscle memory. So I basically started from the beginning, but the gains were coming super fast because it wasn't my first time doing this, right? So I gotten back to those numbers that I just said pretty fast. I think it took me maybe like a year to get to like 200 deadlift, 130 bench, and 160 squat, maybe even faster for some of them. But it was only then that I started learning a bit more about workout programming, periodization, and all that stuff. And I started trying out different programs that I found online. I think one of the first programs I did was called the Grayskull LP, which is a very, very simple program. I think on all the lifts, you're doing 5 reps, but you're increasing the weight constantly, and once you hit your limit, you reset. So it was a very, very nice self-deloading, or self-regulating program, I think they call it, when you can run it indefinitely because it deloads automatically. And I've done that for like a good 6-7 months. I made a lot of gains. And then I started looking at other programs, other, ways of training, started doing some singles, some doubles, really doing some heavy weights. And I think I did like 3 or 4 programs before this one that I'm running now. And this is like a first proper powerlifting program that has like block periodization. It's basically what all the other powerlifters do. If you look at any like top level athlete, they all do like a similar thing. They have their block periodization where they train, 4 to 6 weeks blocks, or I don't know, depends on the lifter. Most of them do the RP based training as well, where they start off with something easy like RP5, RP6, and they end the block with RP8, RP9. And then they just do that with different rep schemes, different goals for each block, and they do it indefinitely. So far, I really, really like this way of training. It was a very, very long adjustment period for me to understand that just because I can do more doesn't mean I should. And once I started realizing that, I feel that I've gotten stronger. Because the stronger you get, your progress eventually slows down. And for me, it did slow down. Even like that first year I had that muscle memory rebound phase, and then it did slow down again, and I did start doing some new programs, and it did catch up a bit, but then it started slowing down again, and then I switched to this way of training, and now I feel like it's catching up again, like I'm getting stronger. I might do maybe a more dedicated video where I'm gonna talk about the differences between these programs that I've done and what I liked about them and what worked for me and what didn't work for me. But I need to prepare for it a bit. Like I need to look at all the data. I do have it on my phone. I recorded every single thing I've done in terms of working out for the past 2.5 years. So I might do it at some point, but for now I just wanted to briefly mention it. Briefly. But yeah, I'm gonna start warming up for my close grip bench press because I've been talking a lot and time is 6:52. So I did show up early today for a change, even though I'm on vacation. And yeah, let's see how the bench press goes. I wanna hit that 155 single and then 150 double. Let's go. So last week I tried to fix my close grip. The main issue I had was the elbow pain I've been getting. I have other issues that I also tried to fix. Like I'm very uneven during the lift. You can see that my legs are not positioned evenly. My arms are a bit also, like I lean most of the weight on my right arm. And even though I did fix the main thing, which was the elbow, there's still lots of room for improvement. So I don't want to stop. It's very tough. Like this, like if you look at the video from last week, I said I'm gonna try to position my legs evenly, and I really thought about it, but I still managed to do it wrong. I'm not really sure what's the cause of it. Like especially for the legs, it feels like I'm not, like as soon as I lie on the bench, I don't feel comfortable sitting evenly or something, I don't know. But for the arms at least, I know that I lean most of the weight on my right side because I did injure my left pectoral muscle, and my brain is a bit wary of, using it, and that one I just need to force myself. But yeah, that's what these sessions are all about. Sometimes you don't push hard, but you focus on other stuff, like fixing your technique, trying to get better in any way possible. And yeah, last warm up I'm gonna do 140 kg, and then I think I'm gonna move on straight to my top set, which I've been aiming at 155. But let's see how this feels first. Alright guys, I loaded 155 for close grip bench press single, RP8, and I don't push close grip as hard as I push my primary bench. It is my secondary bench movement, right? It is week 4 of the block 3, so this is as hard as it gets. It is supposed to be RP8, but to be honest with you guys, my triceps, they're so explosive. So if I do make this move, it's gonna move really fast and it might look like RP6. But trust me guys, there's no way I can do more than 2 or 3 reps on this, if even. So, you know, triceps, they're a very small muscle, they burn out fast, and I know this because last block I tried. I put 160 because I thought it's gonna be too easy, and then it almost fell on my face. But yeah, let's do the single, let's see how it moves, and then I have ascending sets of doubles as well later. Let's go. So that did move, but it was very, very uneven. Yeah, it's an ongoing issue I've been dealing with. I lean most of the weight on my right arm. I know why, but it's very hard to fix. It's a mental thing. Because of the pec injury I had in first block, my brain is avoiding pain, so even though there is no pain. But it did move. Not sure if I would call it RP8, maybe 8.5. But yeah, good single regardless. So moving on, I have 2 ascending sets of doubles, RP7, RP8. And last week for RP7 I did 145, so I'm thinking I repeat that. And then for RP8, I wanted to do 150. It is gonna be a bit hard, but let's see how it goes. Let's try. All right guys, first set, 145 kg, RP7, double. Let's go. Alright guys, 150 kg, RP8 double on close grip. And my TikTok brother in Iron, Martinez, he posted a challenge to do 150 double paused. I'm not sure about the pause, brother, but I know I can do a double, but let's see about the pause, I'm not sure. The first one was paused, but the second one, hell no, brother. You win this one. But still, 150 for a double on close grip. That's a PR. Let's fucking go. That's gonna be it for close grip. That was the hardest close grip session I had so far. I mean, I did do 160 kg single in my last block, but that was insane. That was RP10. It almost fell on my face as well. But I think today was a good session. And moving on, I have 3 more sets of normal wide grip bench press, volume sets, 6 reps, and the weight is gonna be 125 kg, which is, I think, 5 kilo more than in my block 2 week 4. So yeah, let's do that as well. I'm gonna load down the weight. I loaded 125, 3 sets of 6, and I'm thinking of not doing max grip anymore. Like, I'm not sure. When I look at the videos of me doing max grip, it feels like it's not a grip for me, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But I can post a video here just so you can guys see. It looks like my elbows are narrower than my wrists, which usually is a good indicator that the grip you're doing is a bit too wide. I'm not sure if I can position my elbows better to fix that, or if I even should, but it just feels like the grip I'm doing so far, one finger over the ring, seems to be the good grip for me. I'm gonna continue practicing the grip I'm using on my primary bench as well. Yeah, these 3 sets are gonna be a bit harder, especially the last one, so let's put in the work. That's it, guys, for the bench press. Good volume. My pecs are fried. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing on the menu, which is, I'm thinking either shoulder press or dead hangs. I'm thinking shoulder press because it's a seated machine. I get to rest a bit while doing it, and then I do my dead hang. Let's go. All right, guys. Next one, shoulder press. I loaded 130 kg, same as last week. And I've got 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And I think last week I did like 8, 8, 7, 6. This week I'm gonna try to do at least that, maybe a little bit better. Although I have to admit, my triceps are a bit fried from that quad grip. That 150 double with a pause on the first rep ain't no joke, man. One thing I wanted to mention, like that squat I did on Wednesday was very fucking heavy. I've edited the video last night and like looking at the playback, I just confirm that it's all in my head. Honestly, my body can handle that weight and some more according to how it looks. It's my mindset and my, the fear that gets in the way. And I talked to a guy this morning in the gym who used to compete in strongman, very, very strong dude. He used to deadlift like 450 something kilos, like insane stuff. And I asked him like, how did he deal with this fear of squatting or, just before your heavy lift? He told me the same thing, how, the mental part is just as important. He gave me some tips. I believe he said it's called positive affirmation, that you do it for 21 days. Every morning when you wake up, you brush your teeth or whatever, you talk to yourself in a mirror and you tell yourself you're the strongest, you're the best, positive stuff. And he said after 21 days, you actually get to see a difference. So I might start doing that as well. I never talk to myself in a mirror, but like it might sound funny and all, but it is a real thing. Like, I think mentality is half the way. Lifting weights, training hard is one thing, but it's your mind that is the biggest obstacle. And I see this a lot in other people, and now I started to see it in myself as well. When you automatically don't believe you can do something, then of course you're not gonna be able to do it. It's very hard that you're gonna surprise yourself. I think it's a self-defense mechanism in our brain. You tell yourself you cannot do this, so you don't get disappointed if you don't do it. But it actually brings you even more down. By telling yourself that you cannot do it, in the end you might end up not doing it just because you didn't even try your best. I also noticed that this is not just me. Like, I noticed some other people I follow on YouTube, some other lifters, they also talk about this, getting nervous before the top set. Like, it's a very common thing. But yeah, let's do my first set. I'm gonna try to do 8 reps on the first one. But given how my triceps are feeling, I'm not so sure. Sorry guys, positive affirmation. I'm sure I can do this. I'm gonna do 8 and I'm gonna have like 10 left in the tank. Let's fucking go. Easy weight. I'm gonna walk a bit between my sets, guys. I'm trying to gather steps. So far I've gotten 4,000, but I did not keep my watch on for like 4 sets on the bench press, so I think I've gotten more. Regardless, the numbers don't matter. What matters is how I feel and that I put in the work. Another thing I was thinking about, like, I post this content not just on YouTube, I do like short form videos on TikTok and Instagram as well. And I've noticed like the 3 of these, there are very different platforms, I would say. They have also very different community in all of them. There's a small subset of people writing very like, I wouldn't say, I mean, they are mean comments, but I mean, I've gotten some of them as well, but I noticed other lifters get it as well. So like yesterday, there was a guy on TikTok. He's like a bigger dude, even bigger than me, but insanely strong, guys. Like, he deadlifted 300 kilos, squatted 300 kilos, he bench pressed over 200 kilos. And then someone wrote a comment on his TikTok, on his video, "This is not impressive at all," like something like that, which I find like, I think people miss the point, man. Like, I don't think anyone posts this, or at least I don't, to impress anyone. Like, we're all just trying to get better, man. We're all just, showing up, doing our work, and just because someone doesn't compare to like a level of strength of, I don't know, top level athletes, doesn't mean that it's not impressive. You know what I mean? Like honestly, I follow people who are both stronger and weaker than me, like by a lot. And I still get impressed and inspired by all of them. Like, there's a guy I follow on TikTok, and he's very far away in terms of strength, but he's like, you can see his mindset. He's like showing up, he's putting in the work, he's hungry to get better. And that shit is inspiring to me. Like, even though he cannot bench press 80 kilos or whatever, it doesn't matter. He's there, he's showing up, he's doing the work, he wants to be better, he has goals. And like, if that's not impressive, I don't know what is impressive. If you know what I mean. I mean, sure, I'm also impressed by people who do like crazy shit. Deadlift 400 kilos, bench press 200. That shit is impressive as well. But people tend to overlook that no one was born like that. Everyone who does that, they have like years of work behind them, years of showing up, mental resilience, and it's crazy. But I'm not saying this as like that I'm like disappointed or anything. I think community on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube is overall, it's very, very nice. I've connected with so many people, and you know, it feels like a very good place to be, and everyone supports each other, everyone is trying to get better. But there is always, you know, this small subset of people that are just like, you know, angry keyboard warriors or whatever you call it. But yeah, let's do my second set, guys. I'm getting cold. 8 reps. Woo. Let's do the steps as well. Oh, third set, guys. This is the one that, you know, becomes a bit hard. Last week I did 7. Let's see if I can get 8. Easy 8, guys. One more set. Last set, guys. What are the chances of me getting 8 reps on this one as well? Very high. Let's fucking go. Easy 8 reps. That was perfect 4 sets actually. All 4 I got 8 reps. Did I misload the weight? No, that's 130. And last week, did I do 130 as well? Seems like I did. Getting stronger, baby. Or positive affirmations. So yeah, let's move on to the dead hang. And then I have arms and abs left. Let's go. All right, guys, dead hang. Another grip exercise I've been doing for a couple weeks now. My current PB, 54 seconds, which I'm trying to beat today. And actually, I'm trying to get at least a minute because I'm trying to beat my brother-in-law as well. So let's see if I can get a minute at least. Oh, I'm sleeping already. How much? Oh, I can't. I'm sleeping. The bar is slippery today. 29 seconds. Oh, very disappointing. Oh, and my right hand is fucked. But yeah, sometimes it's a win, sometimes it's a loss. I'll try again next week. And I still don't understand what's up with my fingers. Like, someone said it might be a cramp, but I don't think it is, because I feel it in my bones. And it's not all of them, it's the ring one that hurts. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, only 29 seconds, guys. Let's try again next week. What's left? Arms superset. Triceps pushdowns on the cable, 50 kg, and reverse curls, another grip exercise, which I'll load 37.5, and I'll do face pulls with 40 kg, I think, also on the cable. Nothing hard, it's just, you know, getting the pump in, getting the volume in. And actually my triceps are so fried, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do 50 today. But let's see. 3 sets of each, 8 to 12 reps, or 8 to 15 reps. I don't really count. Let's go. Oh god, such a big pump in my arms. But yeah, guys, the only thing left, dead bugs. I'm so proud of myself for not skipping a single ab session this block yet, and I don't have that much left, so let's do it. 3 sets, as many reps as possible. First one at least 30. Let's go. Ooh. Oh man, 2 more sets, guys, so let's go. All right, second set, It'd be really nice if I can do 30 again. Let's try that. Oh. Whew. I don't think I ever did 30 twice, so that's PR. One more set. Oh. Ooh. Last set, guys. You know what would be awesome? If I did 30 again. 3 sets of 30. Now that would be something. I know if I do that, I'm gonna be sore the whole fucking weekend. But let's try. Oh, fuck. Whew. Oh, that's a big, big PR. 3 sets of 30. Oh, man. Now that's it, guys. End of the workout. That's it for the secondary bench. I got 11.5 tons of volume. Pretty good workout overall. Like, I'm very happy with how the double at 150 moved. And yeah, I still have a long road ahead. My form is still far from perfect, very uneven. To be honest with you guys, bench press single I did on Monday, 160 kg. I feel like I could have done more if my form was in check. Like, I already have the strength to push more. It's just that the technique is off. I'm not saying like a lot more. I'm saying like maybe 170 if my technique was, you know, corrected. So yeah, still have a long road ahead of me. Like I told you guys, my long-term goals, I feel like a guy my size, 300 deadlift, 300 squat, and 200 bench press minimum. So I'm still like far away. Well, technically the deadlift has been closing in. Like tomorrow I'm gonna do another PR, hopefully. It's gonna be the heaviest deadlift session of my life. And I'm not that far away from the 300. And also my squat, I feel like this whole program, it's been like a hidden underdog. I always called it my worst lift, the one I hate the most, I dread it. But I've improved quite a lot, actually. Like on Wednesday, not only the single, but the triple I did at 190. I think in my first block, my hardest triple, RP9, was 192.5. And I remember how horrible that moved. But now I did it with ease. So I think my squat has been like an underdog. There's still lots of room to improve there. And I just gotta put in the work. Gotta work on the mental part as well, building the confidence. And yeah, I'll get there. But thank you all for watching, guys. Show a brother some love. Hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video, the deadlift session, my PR. Stay tuned.